Although it's a gloomy day outside and they say rain, I've just checked, they said rain in the next hour or so. It's 6 o'clock and it's saying about 7 o'clock for rain. So, but I really felt like some jerk chicken, but I want the jerk chicken that you barbecue. So I'm kind of cheating. I bought a spatchcock chicken, garlic and herb, and then I've seasoned it on top. Well, I cleaned out the guts inside because they never clean it out too good. And then I'm cheating. So what I'm doing is steaming the chicken. So I'm using my wok with a stand, a vegetable stand in there, bit of water, threw some onion and garlics in the water and some thyme, and then just cover it. I'm giving it 15 minutes because actually it's been in there about 10 minutes. Let's see how is it doing. You see when the skin gets, yeah, see that skin's get white. So now it can go in the barbecue. And then what I did was I lit the barbecue, come in and season the chicken so that the barbecue can, you know, get started and get to ash. Let's see how the barbecue is. So this is what I'm using, the mini barbecue. Obviously got me that safe barbecue in this time, even though the weather ain't as hot as it was. We'll just put that down, put the cover down there, and have a little look and see how our coals are doing. Yeah, that's about right. That's about how I want it. So what I can do now is put the chicken on, even if I get it for half an hour before the rain starts. That will be great. Right, so I brought the chicken in the tray and put it on the barbecue. So there it is, and it shouldn't take no more than, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes or so. And I've got it on full fan at the moment, this mini barbecue, and just keep an eye on it and see how it goes and hope the rain keeps off. So it's only been 5 minutes and I've flipped the chicken over, as you can see, because I don't want it to char too much, as they say char. In my case I say burn. I don't want it to burn too much, so I'm going to keep flipping it. It's only been 5 minutes and I flipped it. I've just flipped it. So I'm going to cover it, leave it. I've turned down the fan to quarter way. Now I'm probably going to switch it off at some point because it's a lot hotter. It's on 200 degrees at the moment. Probably could have it a little bit less, but it's doing all right. We're okay. It's been 10 minutes now and I flipped it again, so that's 15 minutes so far. I'm going to take note to see how long it takes to do. It's a nice steady heat now, so like I said, just keep an eye on it so that it doesn't burn. Like I said, I wanted that smoky flavor and I wasn't getting enough smoke, so I've added a few more coals and a bit of firelighter, a bit of fire gel. I've taken the chicken off, of course, and I'm going to get it to smoke up and then put my chicken back on. It's almost cooked. I only got maybe about 15 minutes left to go and the weather's still holding out, so it's all good. So I've added back the chicken, and this is what you want to see. See that smoke? That's what we're trying to capture. You want that kind of smoke to give it that smoky flavor. And I did pierce the chicken a few times with a fork before I season it. As I said, this was just a quick thing, so I'm just trying to remember what I did as we go along. And I've got it on full fan at the moment. I've got it on full fan, which I'm going to turn down because I don't want extreme heat. I'm just really after the smoke because my chicken is almost cooked. So I'm going to turn it right down to about there. It's just on the quarter way, and keep a real good eye on it because I don't want it to burn. I'd be gutted if it did, especially when I'm after a certain flavor. And those of you who cook, and when you want something, you've got a taste for something, you know exactly what flavor you're after. That's what's happening right here for me right now. I know what I'm after, so I've got to try and capture that. Alright, let's see how this chicken's doing. I have flipped it once already. There it is, all nice and smoky. I'm going to flip them over. Let's see if I can do this without switching the camera off. And there we are. See, it's not burning. That's what we want. We don't want it to burn. So it's doing fine. Got all that smoky flavour in there. And whilst that's cooking, I'm going to make a barbecue sauce to baste it with. A little bit of sweetness. I've made my homemade barbecue sauce, and I'll tell you what's in that in a bit. I'm going to just baste the chicken a bit. And I would suggest you do this near the end, because obviously it's got sugars in there which could make it burn quicker. As our chicken is almost cooked, we've not got long to go. I'm just doing one side first, let it smoke a bit more, and then switch it over. So what's in the barbecue sauce? Basic barbecue sauce. That's what I start with. So just get a bottle of basic barbecue sauce, preferably nothing too vinegary, or even it is, you can add a bit of honey to sweeten it a bit. But I've added some hoisin, Chinese hoisin sauce to it, some tomato ketchup, and a bit of pepper sauce. So that's basic barbecue sauce, some hoisin sauce, some tomato ketchup, and some pepper sauce. And that's it. Give it a good stir, and that's good enough. Again, with all my cookery, as I keep saying, you add what you like. You make it how you want it. Just give it a stir and use it to baste the chicken near the end. And that's if you want that sweetness. You've got the jerk, the spice of the jerk sauce, and then you have the sweetness of the barbecue sauce on top. Or you could just serve the jerk chicken as it is without the barbecue sauce and add the barbecue sauce later. Dip it in the barbecue sauce and eat it that way. It's up to you. Right, now how are we doing? I flipped the chicken again. I basted it with a bit more barbecue sauce on the other side, and now flipped it. I want a little bit of a crispy type skin. The chicken itself is basically, it's cooked. Well, not basically. You can see if I come in here, there's no juices running from it. So if I come in here, there's no juices running from it. You can see it's cooked. But that's a safe and sorry. We'll give it 10 minutes. Really more to get that smoky taste. That's what I'm after, and also a crispier skin, if possible. Doesn't have to be. So yeah, we'll leave it for 5-10 minutes, and then job done. Right, so it's all finished now. Yep, it's charred a little bit. I call it burnt, but they call it charred. The professional term is charred, but you expect that when you do a barbecue. Other than that, it's all fine. Hands are clean. I'll show you. There you are. It's cooked. As I was lifting it off the barbecue, it started to break away, so I just pulled them off so that you can see. So there you are. That's breaking away as well. It's well cooked. So there we are. Quick jerk chicken. And if you don't want that crispiness, don't turn up the fire. Okay, but otherwise, I've tasted a little piece of it and it is so lush. I can't wait. I don't know if you can hear me, what they call it, salivating. Yeah, my mouth is full of water. There you go. And there's the finished product. Dinner tonight. The jerk chicken that I really wanted. And it is so tasty and very, very tender. I think that's down to steaming the chicken a bit before actually putting it on the barbecue. That has made it really tender. I suggest you give that a try. And we've got some crispy fruity salad there, homemade salad, some homemade coleslaw, some lime and coriander rice, and of course the barbecue sauce that we can drizzle over it if you want to. You don't need gravy, guys. You don't need gravy for this one. Trust me. The chicken is so nice, you eat the whole thing yourself. Well, I hope you enjoyed that last minute quick fire jerk chicken on the mini fan barbecue. That was the way to do it. It worked out in the end. And like I said, it is so tasty. Trust me. Try this one, guys. Try this one. If you got a mini barbecue, of course. Bye for now.